Welcome back to Dark Souls. I had a bit of a camera malfunction, so it's a good old-fashioned talking commentary. So yeah, I'll try and fix my camera for the next video. But yeah, so carrying on from the last episode, we upgraded our claymore to plus 15, and I also went and bought a longbow, and I've ramped that up to plus 5 because I think the longbow might come in handy, even if it's just for pulling enemies, because the next area that we're going to go to, there's quite a lot of enemies all bunched together, so I think that might be quite useful. I don't know how much damage it's going to do, but like I said, it's probably more for awkward enemies or splitting enemies up. So we're going to head down to New Londo and we're going to take on the Four Kings, because in the last episode pretty much done me in pretty easily and I wasn't doing much damage. So now with the plus 15, and I bought some charcoal resin as well, so that should ramp our damage up a little bit more. So hopefully we'll be able to take the Four Kings out a bit easier. We'll see, or a bit less difficult. I try not to say easy in this game ever. So yeah, I'll save you having to watch me walk through, and I'll see you at the Four Kings. So I thought I'd add this bit in just to show you that I was feeling a bit confident, and I thought, right, well I can just run through, can't I, you know, ignore the enemies and get to the boss. But I did get taken out pretty easily by these two wraiths, which was unfortunate. I wasn't expecting it, but it happens. So yeah, I'll see you at the Four Kings, unless I die again, which is possible. Okay, here we are. Let's make sure we've got our ring on, which we haven't, so luckily I didn't just jump down. But now we've got the ring, we should be able to run down this little staircase, jump down and kill the boss. That's the plan. And I know you can just jump from the top, but I tried that before and I just hit the side and died. So I thought, I'm not going to risk it, I'll run all the way down. Because the problem with New Londo Ruins is there's no bonfire, so you have to run all the way back from Firelink every time. So I want to minimise that as much as possible. And yeah, let's see what our damage does now. It should be better than it was anyway, because before I couldn't even take the first one out before the second one spawned. So let's see if the fire and the plus 15 make much of a difference. I don't know if this boss is weak to fire, but I think anything that helps is good, even if it's just a little bit of extra attack. And as you can see, the damage is a lot better. However, I am taking a lot of hits in the chin. And here I tried to drink an Estus flask and I got all panicky, and I ended up pressing the wrong button, and yeah, and then I died. But yeah, I thought I'd show you this because there is a shortcut to get to the boss, to save going through all the ghosts and all the wraiths again, and we can cut out a big chunk of it. So the shortcut is just through here, so I'm not going to fight anything. I'm just going to try and avoid the ghosts. Unsuccessfully. And then just in this corner you see a body, and if you look down there's a little edge, so we can just drop onto that edge and then drop down into that pool, and then we cut out a massive chunk of the area, which is good because I really don't like this area. So we do have to take a couple of wraiths out, so with an easy parry and a riposte we make light work of him. And onwards. So yeah, I think there's probably about 4 of these wraiths that we have to kill, 4 or 5. And there's a couple of ghosts, but I haven't got a transient curse on, so my aim is to take out the wraiths and then just run past the ghosts. And I try to parry there, because you know these enemies are easy to parry, but I couldn't get it. So go for the good old faithful backstab instead. And there's another dark wraith coming up. And let's see if we parry this time. And we do. Perfect. And as you can see, we've got... Our damage is a lot better now. We can take them out with one backstab or one riposte. And there's the fog gate. So let's go into the Four Kings. And it is a long way down. I probably could have just jumped off, but you know. Here we are. So we'll fire up our sword. And I've got to admit, the claymore looks great with fire in it. And there's my souls. Right, let's do it. So he does do some magic projectile attacks, which you can kind of roll over or block. And you can see he doesn't do that much damage really, but obviously it can build up. And yeah, even his sort of massive magic attack doesn't do too much damage to us. We're quite tough. But I do nearly die. So luckily we managed to kill the first one before the second one came out, so that's good. But yeah, you might be able to block that, I don't know, I didn't think to block. But as you can see, my health is just really taking a pounding. But luckily we're pretty tanky and we've got quite good poise as well, so that makes a difference. It's really hard to get perspective as well to see how close you are on this one, because everything's dark. It's hard to see how close you are. One more for the win. And down goes the first of the bosses that we need to take out. So now we'll get a Lord Soul, and we need 4 of those before we can fight the last boss. So that's 1 down, 3 to go. So we're making pretty good progress now. And we got a nice 60,000 souls for that, which is good, so we can level up a little bit. Yeah, so as you can see, levelling up the weapon makes a big difference. So hopefully, I don't think we can level it up any further than plus 15. So this will probably be our weapon for the rest of the game now. I think you can infuse it with fire or lightning and that sort of thing, but I'm not sure how. I think you use certain titanite for that. But I quite like the sort of old-fashioned medieval style weapons anyway. And I'll probably buy some more fire resin as well, because I just think it looks really cool, and also it does up your damage. So I was going to let the serpent take me down there, but you can just jump off, you don't take any damage, so it's just a little bit quicker. And then we can place the first Lord Soul. So yeah, I had to put an extra point in dexterity so that I can actually use the bow, because I didn't realise that I couldn't use it, and I bought it and a load of arrows. But yeah, with that extra point in dex, 14, it means I can use a longbow, which could be useful. And it's always nice to have a ranged option as well. So I think I'll leave it there, so it's only a quick one, just to show you that the 4 kings can be beaten. And thanks for watching, and if you like this, please press like and subscribe and leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. See you later.